What is up, guys? Hello. Hope everyone is having a swell of a Saturday. And we definitely are running behind. But we've been playing football all day. Oh. What's up, Vanessa? Welcome in. Camera's still right. What is up? How is your Saturday going? What is up, Miss Carla? Welcome in. We are running late. Story of my life. I had planned on being here at 3:30 to start this game, but the boys' game ran over. And in Little League, if you get one game off track, then it is hard to catch back up. So that's what we're doing. We played catch up all day. But we're here now, and that's all that matters. So what all of you guys, how's your Saturday been? You been busy or watching the squirrels, Miss Carla? What's up, Shane? How are you? What is up, Mike and Michelle? Doing yard work. Pulling out the fall decorations. That's no good. I would have liked to have been doing yard work today. We've been stuck at a Metro High School. if one game gets behind, then the rest of the games after that are further behind. But we finally got home, and the good thing is Eli and Aiden both won, which Aiden ain't playing. He's hurt, but his team won. Eli's team won. They both played same team, a Madison County team. Of course, Aiden's team was 4th and 5th grade, and Eli's was 6th and 7th. But they both won and won pretty handedly, so that was good. The only downfall to it was it's threw everything else off whack today. So getting caught back up is going to suck. What's up, Danny? Keep up with 2 games, Oregon and BYU. Oh, this game right here is what's surprising me. I figured App would do pretty well with Troy what they wanted to. And they still might. I mean, it's a very surprising score when I come in and turn it on to see just exactly what the score was. What's up, Miss Najuma? High App's got a 3rd and 10. Pass across the middle, touchdown. App looks like a fullback. Fullback drag. Man, and they did not count for him. You could kind of tell after the quarterback, when the ball left the quarterback's hand, linebacker and the corner both were looking at each other like, I got him, you got him, you got. Nobody had that fullback cutting across the middle. Touchdown App. They are a point away from tying this thing up. And we're all knotted up at 14 with 1:22 to go in the second quarter. And if you didn't notice this morning on Game Day from Boone, North Carolina, not a single person said Appalachian. I was so proud of them. That's like one of the best moments of the day is not hearing somebody butcher Appalachian. Well, what's up, Anthony? Sorgy Stories. Welcome in, welcome in. I was talking that how surprised by this score. I figured App would be mauling them by the time I got here. We were supposed to have a kickoff at 1:30. And I figured Eli's supposed to kick off at 1:30. Aiden's supposed to kick off at 12. I thought, man, that gives me, 2 hours to be home. No. Yes, Sorgy. It's Appalachian. And like I said, Kirk Herbstreit and Reese Davis, all of them on the game day, even Desmond, they all said Appalachian. And that's I don't know, it's odd when you hear somebody else call it something different, but so Danny, you're not home? I think did Landon start flag today? But yes, I saw where Michelle said that it was good that both the boys won, and it wasn't even really a contest. Aiden, his team, which Aiden didn't play, he walked sidelines with a knee brace on. But they won 26 to 6, I think. And Eli's team won 29 to 8. All right, yes, go get your yard work done. Thanks for dropping by. Definitely a good game going on. And once again, apps sold out. I think I heard them say that their next 3 games, or the 3 games to kick off the season at home, were sold out. Of course, the one was North Carolina. And then the Troy, which is a Sun Belt team, conference game, sold out. And I don't know who they got next, but yeah. Mike and Michelle, they played good today. Of course, the team they were playing is not the caliber of teams that are around here. But it's good to tee off against a weaker team every now and then. All right. We'll be talking to you. Y'all have a great day. Don't work too hard in the yard. Love you too. Hey, Shane, are you still in here? Shane. Evidently, he gone. If this cat gets over here, I'm going to kill it. Let's see if we can refresh this one. And I've still got 1,000 things going on right now, so I really hadn't pulled the game up. I'm watching it on TV. Looks like it's 2nd and 10 for Troy from the 25-yard line. Man in motion. Give to the tailback. Oh, and he's going to gain first down and more. Carries the ball across the 35 to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Clock rolling, a minute 9 and counting. And they had him in the backfield as poor tackling, and they showed poor tackling against North Carolina. That was App's biggest downfall. You'll have to answer that outside. Arm tackling.
Hello? My team won it last week.
Now have 2nd and 10. 1:02 left to go in the first half. Ball sets on Troy's 38-yard line. Drop back to pass. Wide open receiver. Gets it across the 50 into App State territory. And they're in rush mode. Look for them to clock the ball here. The clock does stop to the change reset. Clock's rolling again. No clock. Drops back to pass. Airs it out. Incomplete. That will stop the clock with 43 seconds to go and bring up a 2nd down and 10. And now you get to wondering how good is Troy's field goal kicker. Where does he need to be to be within range? Troy comes out in a spread formation. Watson shotgun formation. Takes a snap, drops back, 3-step drop, pass across the middle, and incomplete. He threw right into double coverage. I'm not sure they're thinking on that one. And that wasn't even loading, so we'll get rid of that and try again. We'll back up pump. Shotgun formation. 3-step drop, pass across the middle, wide open to the receiver. He's got a first down and more. The 20, steps out of bounds about the 12-yard line. Does stop the clock. 29 seconds remaining in the first half. First down and 10 from their own 12-yard line. Troy can get a first down on the 2. This was something I did not need to let happen. And you got it tied up. It's like Johnson's 3 receptions for 58 yards. 3-step drop, pass caught. Down inside the 5-yard line. It's going to be second down and 3. 22 seconds. App's defense is really going to have to make a stand. Each team has 1 timeout remaining. 23 seconds to go in the first half. All tied up 14-14 from Boone, North Carolina. Troy does have the ball. And they spotted on the 5. I thought he got inside the 5. That was a bad spot. But so it's second down and 3. 23 seconds to go. Each team has a timeout. Watson spread formation. Man in motion. Swing pass. And he let him go. He had him in the backfield for a loss. Let him go. He's going to get down to the 2-yard line. It'll bring up first down and goal, but I don't think that's going to matter because with 16 seconds to go, they're going to have to get at it. What's up, Mr. Paul? Danny, what inspired me to do this game today was North Carolina not playing. North Carolina doesn't have a game. And, hey, Eli, better get this cat off this table or I'm going to sling it outside.
Oh, yeah, come here.
Yeah, Carolina, this is a bye week for them. And plus game day being in Boone. Now we're back in the spread. Snap, throw to the end zone. Incomplete. We got a flag, and they're going to get him for pass interference. Which, at this point, what you're doing is trying to hold for a field goal. So the pass interference is not going to kill you here. But what is up, Brother Paul? Welcome in. We are watching and trying to keep track of. I had it up a minute ago, and it never would refresh. Troy, the Trojans of Troy, against the Mountaineers of Appalachian State. And with he's under center, give to the first back through, fullback. No signal yet. They're going to put him down at the 1 with 5 seconds remaining. They're going to definitely look at this because I thought he may have broke the plane. We're hoping he didn't. But Troy does have a timeout to burn, and they're going to have to. I mean, they're going to have to stop the clock to get the field goal team out. And when they do that, they'll give them enough time to review it. But I don't know. You know, it's got to be the evidence of to overturn the call on the field. You know, they have to be pretty good. And I just don't know. I don't know if there's enough evidence there to overturn either call, a touchdown or down short of the goal line. If they would have called it a touchdown, I don't think there's enough evidence to overturn that. Or, you know, they said he was down at the 1, and I don't think they've got enough indecisive evidence to overturn that. So a big judgment call here by the officials to end the first half. Plays under review. I hadn't heard anything else. Looks like 2nd and goal. Play stand. 6 seconds to go. Their offense back on the field. Still have 1 timeout remaining, both Mountaineers and the Trojans. And the ball rests on the half-yard line. Watson back in shotgun formation. Step back pass, drop. Incomplete, and another flag. They're going to get him for pass interference again, but like I said, I don't think it's really – I mean, you can go half a distance of a half a yard. But the big thing is you're down to 3 seconds. Now, the half cannot end on a defensive penalty, so it don't matter. I mean, if a defensive penalty does happen as the time runs out, then the half cannot end on a defensive penalty. And yeah, that was clearly pass interference. I don't know that it was a catchable ball, though. The contact was there, but I don't know if the ball was catchable. Watson under center, goal line formation. Single back, quarterback keeper, and he's not going to get it. And that's it. It's halftime. Oh, no, they come in at the last second, and no. This is going to be reviewed. It's the sideline judge come in and signal touchdown. All right, Anthony, have a good one, bud. What's up, Mark? Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show. No joke, Mark. I was supposed to have started this at 3:30, and both of my boys had football games today. And the first game got behind, and then they were actually Aiden was the 3rd game, and then Eli was the 4th game. By the time they got to the 4th game, they were looking at well over an hour behind. Ruling on the field stands, and it is a touchdown. Troy takes the lead. Point after is up and good, and there is no time left in the first half. And at halftime, your score: the Trojans of Troy, 21. The Mountaineers of App State, 14. And what looks to be a shocker. Wow. What's up, Blaine? You would be pulling for Troy. that makes you says I'm late again, just like you. Yeah. We had good reasons to be late. It wasn't my fault. We've been playing football. But the good news about both football games today is Aiden's team won their game. They fourth and fifth grade. And Aiden didn't play, of course. He's hobbling around with a knee brace on. But Aiden's team won 26-6.
We won 29-8.
And Eli's team,
29-8.
which is 6th and 7th grade, they won 29-8. So both the scores were fairly similar. Really wasn't a game. Eli played the first half and not much of the second. They pretty well. It was 21-0 at halftime, and the second half was a lot of rest the starters
And there's a mercy rule.
And there's a mercy rule.
Which means that we have a mercy rule.
Nice day of games, all except for Penn State. Penn State get beat. I walked in and literally cut app on and turned the computer on. I have not seen no scores. What's up, KT Spirit? Troy Trojans alum here. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. We have ourselves a Trojan in the house. Auburn. That was at Auburn too, wasn't it? MSCC schools is no joke. Auburn, Alabama, and they're a laughing stock. You know, great against good teams, slack off on a good team. Yep. What's up, Nacey? I didn't see you come sliding in. T. Roy. You give the V the. But yeah, Mark, we're about 40 minutes away from Boone, 45 at most. Now, today was probably more like a couple hours because with game day, just on a regular game day in Boone, you know, traffic gets backed up pretty quick. But with game day, crew theirself being there, it's not as bad as when Carolina come to town, but it's still sold out. I tell you what, Boone has been the headquarters of a super spreader here as of late. A virus. I'm just glad to, the stands are packed. Kid Brewer in Boone, where App plays, holds 30,000. And when North Carolina came to town 2 weeks ago, there was a little over 40,000. They brought makeshift bleachers in, set up temporary seats, and they could have sold 50,000 tickets if they just had the seating for it. And the best thing about it is not a person in a mask, not a person worried about catching this or catching that or no, don't do that. I'm still trying to get first half stats pulled up. And kill a cat. Oh, you look good today. I hadn't, Mark, like I said, I've been Little League football all day, and I hadn't got to really see anything. I was going to check some scores here while we're at half. I don't have to get into the Auburn versus Alabama rival here. I just say go Trojans. What KT Spirit One says. Yeah, KT. And hey, y'all are playing good. You know, I didn't see the spread exactly because I was listening to it as we were going to the ball games this morning. But I do know that Troy is a double-digit underdog. I don't know exactly the number. I just know that it was a double-digit. Yep, App State's always upsetting the big teams early in the season. And App State's a real good football college. I mean, they take pride in it. And a lot of people's just now, which the 07 win against Michigan at the Big House, that's a hard one to top. But then when you go to College Station and you beat Texas A&M, and it's good. And Mark, you mentioned Marshall there earlier. I was afraid that App was going to do like Marshall. You know, Marshall was in that FCS. They were top of the line. And then once they went to the FBS, they kind of fell off. But hey, they made a good statement win last week against Notre Dame. So what do we know? What's up, Darren? Welcome in. He's a driving. Every time Darren gets on, he's driving. Darren, you do a lot of driving. Mr. Paul Vine says 3-peat champs. Yes, sir. Mark says I wouldn't put them on the schedule if I'm a good team early in the season. And what's bad about it? What the worst. You know, you think, well, losing to an App State when you're a top 5 team, top 10 team, is having to turn around and hand them the check for $1.5 million as they walk out the door and get back on the plane to leave. I mean, that's just pouring salt in the wound. Not only do you get beat by a lesser team, not going to say a weak team, but a lesser team, not only do you get your tail beat by a lesser team, you're going to have to pay them to do it. But anyways, there's our first half score. Troy 21, App State 14. Passing, Watson is 16 of 23 for 195 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 interception. See. Rushing for Troy, Billingsley has 3 carries, 31 yards, 1 touchdown, and his longest carry was for 19 yards. Vital has 6 carries for 15 yards, no touchdowns, 13 yards was his longest carry. Woods with 1 carry for 2 yards. Cola, I know I butchered that. 1 carry, no yards. And Watson has 7 carries, negative 19 yards, 2 touchdowns, and his longest was a 3-yard carry. Now, the sacks and stuff like that, they're going to hurt on the yardage there for Watson at quarterback. But, I mean, when you look at that one stat right there, you think, all right, he's carried the ball 7 times for a total of negative 19 yards, but he scored twice. Those sacks will kill you. Receiving, Stoudemire, 5 receptions, 66 yards. His longest reception was a 22-yard pass. Johnson with 3 receptions, 58 yards. His longest was a 36-yard pass. Barber with 5 receptions for 30 yards. Rogers, 1 catch, 25 yards. Johnson, 1 catch for 9 yards. And Ross, 1 catch for 7 yards. No touchdown receipt. No receptions for touchdowns and no pass for touchdown. So they've done it all on the ground. But as a team, the Trojans do have 16 catches for 195 yards. Troy did not punt the ball in the first half. Looks like Boose, I'm saying that right, was 3 of 3 on extra points. No punt returns. That's what I was looking at. Yes, Troy punting. 1 punt for 52 yards. App State has 2 punts for 78 yards, the longest being a 40-yard. All right, now we'll check out App State's first half stats. Passing, Bryce was 8 of 11, 59 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Davis was 1 of 1, 17 yards, 1 touchdown, no interception. Both of App's scores come off of putting the ball in the air. Rushing, Peebles has 8 carries, 62 yards. Harrington has 2 carries for 17 yards. Marshall, 2 carries for 11 yards. And Bryce has 2 carries for -5. There again is the sack coming in. For a total, they've carried the ball 14 times for 85 yards, the longest being a 15-yard run by Peoples. Appalachian State receiving, Robinson has 2 receptions for 21 yards. Castle has 1 for 18. Wells has 1 for 17. Gibbs has 1 for 11. Davis has 3 for 11. Horn has 1 for 7. And Stroman has 1 for 2. All in all, App State receiving is 10 receptions, 87 yards, 18-yard pass is the longest. And when you look at App's rushing, they rushed 85 yards, passed for 87 yards. They have been pretty well balanced, which they are. I mean, all in all, they're pretty well balanced offense. They're not pass heavy or run heavy. All right, let's check out some scores. See what we got going on over here. I ain't looked in a while. Ouch. I'll take a 1.5. I'll take 1.5 for a whooping. Yeah, no joke. That is a lot of money to pay somebody to. Yep, got to pay them, Mark. That's it. KT Spirit, may I put an important message here? Go for it, Blaine says. Yep. Thank you, Blaine. I was caught up reading the stats, which I finally got my phone back. Aiden took off with it. And Amber's texting, but that ain't important. We don't have to look at those. Well, but yes, KT, important message. You can leave it here. We consider ourselves important people. Well, Blaine does, and Blaine is an important person. I was kind of hoping Eli would come back in because I have got to go blow my nose. Eli,
Yeah.
I need you to sit down here and talk. Yes, I've got to go blow my nose. You don't want me doing that on here. All right, full scoreboard. At the half, number 12, BYU trails Oregon 7-24. No, number 25, Oregon. At the half, Ole Miss all over Georgia Tech, 21-0. Penn State. Misha, did you say Penn State got beat or are getting beat? Girl, you crazy. Hey, Kyle. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, Misha, you're important too. Did you say that Penn State got beat? Because that game's still going on. Blaine, I'm sure. Oregon looked bad their first game, but taking it to BYU, yeah, Mark KR. Laying it on them. Taking them to the woodshed at half. Alabama's up on UL Monroe, 28-7. 3:50 to go in the second quarter. Number 22, Penn State, 14. Auburn, 6. 18 seconds to go in the first half. I know these have got to be up to date. Because I refreshed, and she said, well, it ain't looking good. I was under the impression the game was over with. Good Lord. Now it's halftime. Penn State's got an 8-point lead. You had me thinking they'd got beat. There's still a lot of ball game left, and Penn State up at the half. That is top 25. And I know that is more. See if we can get all the scores, including the non-top 25. What's up, Jeff and Tootsie? I missed your comment. Jeff and Tootsie. I says, what? Yeah, Jeff, I was probably reading off stats. Let's go. There's Kyle Anderson. I saw when he come in. Jeff, I'm about blind. You may have to. Eli.
I can't.
Eli. How come I don't see it? Jeff and Tootsie says, hey, it's been a game. Yes. And Jeff, I caught just the slightest glimpse of you last night on Vacation Station. They were live at the Rod Run. And I thought I saw you going or there just for a second. Boom, boom. But you're not blind. I am blind. Purdue game's a good game. And we are ready to start. At least there is a we in here. Yep, be alive again tonight. Awesome. I hope I'm alive tonight. I have, of course, been worked third shift last night. I hadn't been to bed. Come in, got the boys ready. And me and Amber took them to the game. And Amber's at work right now. She had to go to work at 3. So she didn't get to watch the conclusion of Eli's game. But it was pretty well in hand before she left. So there's a lot of moving parts for there to be no moving parts. Can't get the football streamed fresh. All right, App State comes out, picks up a first down and 2 plays. They're across the 40-yard line. Looks like they're about the 43. They're on 43-yard line. First and 10. And with App, geez, get an app if you can. No, I don't got to work tonight. I'm off tonight. App single back, play action. Bryce goes up top, incomplete. There's where you should have been a flag. I thought it was interference. No flag thrown. I'm not being biased. No. After looking at it, that wasn't pass interference. And I was being biased. That looked pretty clean. Second 10. App on their own 43-yard line. Give the Peoples up the middle. Carrying tacklers. He's going to get up close to about the 48-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and 4. And Peoples runs the ball. Runs the ball hard. I tell you what, Jeff, that Texas Tech and State game will be a dandy tonight. It will be a dandy. He says we go live around 8, and that Texas Tech State game starts at 7. Yep, Blaine, I will be. Sup, Renee? Welcome in. Where's Danny? I think Danny's. I hadn't talked to him today, but I do know that I think Landon was starting flag football because Misha said she wanted. I lost it. I wanted his help to work on your. No, see, I pronounce it right. It's Appalachian, not Appalachia. Appalachian. All right, App State moves the ball. 2nd and 6. And they are into Trojan territory. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 6. 12:20 to go in the third quarter. And that's I mean, they're on I think they're in four down territory because they couldn't stop Troy. They walked right down the field. And if you can't make a stop, then you definitely got to be able to score. Give his to, that is not Peoples, that is, I don't know if I can see a number. Anyways, he's going to pick up the first down, move the chains for that. Yeah, I hope I get to see a little, and it'll be a dandy. Harrington was the ball carrier. Back in spread formation. Single back. The give is to Harrington again across the edge. He's got the 10-5 touchdown, Appalachian State. They are a point after away from tying the game up, and that was Harrington. Don't fall asleep on the first song. Better make sure you don't say it wrong. Say App State. Yeah, make sure you can just say App State. Game day was at App State, and that was cool to watch this morning. And that, I guess that was the reason that I wanted to do this game. You know, Carolina's off today. They got to bye. And Eli's game was supposed to start at 1:30. This game didn't kick off till 3:30. I thought, I've got 2 hours. 2 hours right here. Surely I can be home from Mitchell High School in 2 hours. But the game's got running late. Eli and Aiden both played. Well, Aiden didn't play football today. He is in a knee brace. But his team played, and Aiden walked the sidelines with him. He asked me why he had to do that. And I told him that was because that's what a teammate does. I reckon he thought he was going to sit and eat hot dogs in the bleachers. But he's not on crutches anymore. We didn't even take the crutches with us today. He is not putting full weight on it, but he's putting more weight on it now than he has. And that's a good thing. I don't know if he will be ready to roll next week, but hopefully the week after for sure. I'd like to see him back in action next week, but I'm definitely not going to push him into it. But his team rolled big time, and Eli's team rolled big time. Danny said he was driving. So he's back to the hotel now. Yeah, Misha, that's awesome. Praise the Lord for Aiden. We thought the worst because when it happened, man, he screamed bloody murder. What's up, Hope Bus? What's up, Meg? Welcome in, both of y'all. I'm still trying to find the game stream for that app game. I had it and I lost it. They're right now showing the don't mess with the Sun Belt. App State 17-14 over 6th-ranked, then 6th-ranked Texas A&M. Georgia Southern 45-42 over unranked Nebraska. And then Marshall beating Notre Dame. Thanks for coming in, Hope Bus. She says she is not a sports chick, but she wanted to come in and say hello. Kickoff fielded at inside the 5. And he carries it out to the 40-yard line. They're going to give him the 39. So the Trojans will start over on their own 39-yard line. 11:26 to go in the third quarter. And that was a swell of a kickoff return. I thought he had the corner. But yes, Hope Bus, thanks for stopping by. Welcome in. Make sure I want Danny to give me a grammar lesson. Appalachian. Danny, I'll have to show him that shirt. I hadn't got it in the mail. It sucked, but Kimberly loved it. Jeff says, boo, Carolina. No. Best way for Carolina to get a win, have a bye week. 3-0. And don't say we ain't played nobody. Look at this Sunbelt. They're tough. Tootsie misses y'all. Gonna try to get with y'all October. Yes, Jeff, for sure. I know you heard Eli when I said Jeff and Tootsie. He hollered, Jeff. So we'll have to get together. No doubt about that. And you're still in Pigeon Forge till October 1st. Yeah, Jeff, we're game for anything. Just let me know when you get back to North Kakalaki. What did I miss on the dairy dust? Got it. Autocorrect. Got beef. Dairy dust. I ain't heard of dairy dust. I've heard of bloomer dust before. Because I still got to blow my nose. Eli's not helping. Let's play by play. Drop dust. Yeah, Amber done that to me. How do we have a flag on the play? I need to get back to this. I really got. Yeah, Jeff, bloomer dust. I've heard bloomer dust, bloomer crickets. Fairy dust is a chick. Fairy dust is what a chick does after Taco Bell. Men, we fart. Fairy dust. Well, ain't after Taco Bell, I don't know that I would trust a fart. Hope Bus, that is awesome. Yeah, we're getting our hunting stuff together. We hadn't really started baiting or anything yet. Bow season has been open. This is the 3rd weekend, I think. Yeah, it opened 3 weeks ago, and there's a lot of people hunting. There's been some big deer killed around here so far this year, but for me, it's too hot right now. If you harvest a deer right now, you have got to work your hind end off to get it cut up, because as warm as it is, it ain't going to last long. That's the only reason that, and two, we've got football going on. But now, black powder or muzzleloader, it opens up about the middle of October, and it's starting to cool down pretty good then. And black powder stays in for 2 weeks. And we hunt those 2 weeks, and then the second part of bow season comes back in. Hope Bus, and it stays in till the Monday before Thanksgiving, and then rifle season opens for us. But yeah, there's been some very good deer killed. I have heard speak to me old toothless one. Wait. I remember from Putt Putt must be her secret weapon. She's a tutor. And I'm a suitor, and she's a tutor. It's not a fart. I'm just blowing you a kiss with my butt. Oh, Lordy. All right. Anywho, App holds. Troy has to punt. App's got the ball. Here we go with a reverse. And App State's going to pick up about 8 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 from App's own 18-yard line. 9:03 to go. And we have an injured player. He got up gimping a little. He's a gimp. Trying to see a number. This can't be the same home jerseys that App wore against Carolina. You can't hardly see the numbers on these. Eli. Hey, Danny. What is that? I can't get ESPN Gamecast to work worth a crap. What does Adric use? All right, Blaine. Go football. Yeah, Renee, it's when you live in a small town like we do, that's about the biggest thing this time of year. They've 2 things going on right now that all anybody talks about. Football and deer hunting. And if you ain't doing one, you're doing the other. The Sun Belt today didn't look like they was faring that good. 3rd and 2 from App State's 18-yard line. There's a snap. The give is to it wasn't Peoples or Harrington. Give us to Marshall, but he is stopped short. Going to bring up 4th and 1 from App State's own 19-yard line, and in comes the punt team. So each team, the Trojans and the Mountaineers, both have had the ball one time. It is streaming on YouTube. They both had the ball one time since the half, and both went 3 and out. Stoudemire calls for the fair catch. The Trojans will take over. And we are on I'm watching both. Are you ahead of me? That's the thing. I can't get game streamed. Let's cut it, nip it in the bud. I think it's on Facebook also. Hey, Aiden.
Yes.
Will you go get me some toilet paper?
I gotta blow my nose too.
Huh?
I gotta blow my nose too.
If I don't blow my nose. y'all. Jeff's in here.
Hey, Jeff.
Aiden, wait there. Mute the thing. Nobody wants to hear you sling. All right, we're back. I'm back.
Oh.
I still don't know that I got it all, but
Daddy, do I do one bag each? No.
yes, not 2 bags at once.
Together?
No, don't put them together.
Okay. Check that. It's out. What do you want?
Well, I was at the beginning.
What do you want? 20 minutes?
All right, it don't look good for that.
Is that the score right now?
Yep, it's 21 apiece, and Troy moves the ball down to at 16-yard line. There's the give. Gain of about 4. Bring up second down and 6. Seven-minute mark. Clock rolling, third quarter. And that was Billingsley on the carry. Watson shotgun formation. Billingsley the long back. To give to Billingsley. And this time gain of 2 maybe. They're going to give him 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. App needs a big stop here. I mean, they give up big plays. App is App letting them back in the game. App is a big play killer. I mean, they let big plays. And Carolina does too. Third and 4. Watson shotgun formation. Billingsley beside him, long back. 3-step drop, holding the ball, and he's going to go down for a sack. And we got a flag. Oh, my gosh. Jeff, are they going to call that roughing the passer or unnecessary roughness? I mean, the quarterback's helmet come off, but he didn't hit him helmet to helmet, and he didn't grab you. This is where call it a face mask. Personal foul, face mask against the Mountaineers. Had to be a 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down. Wow. That's tough. You know, football is still a contact sport. No matter what anybody wants to say, you're going to get hit. You're going to get hurt. Aiden's limping around with a brace on his knee. Billingsley, touchdown, Trojans. They retake the lead. There is a flag on the play. Looks like it come in pretty late, though. I don't see it wiping the score off. See what the call on the field is. Or evidently they may have picked it up. I am clumsy enough without having to play sports. No, Meg, I'm sure that, there's a hold, clearly. And that's what the flag was, holding. First and goal. From the 15-yard line, pass incomplete, caught and dropped through the hands. So App State got a big break carry. Jeff, you're ahead of me. Jeff's saying it's second and goal now. I didn't see the official make the call. I just saw the instant replay and saw that tight end, number 89, for Troy. That wasn't like a hold. That was like a bear hug. I thought he was going to give him some sugar. Man in motion, Watson, shotgun formation. Billingsley to the left of him. Pass. Oh, and that is incomplete. And it was uncatchable. Even though the defender had his back to the ball, I was still thinking that he tried to get an interference call there. But nope. Touchdown and field goal, Penn State, 21-6. And Misha, you had me convinced that Penn State was beat. I don't know, KT. See, I'm passing the end zone, incomplete. Fourth and goal, and App State bends but don't break, thanks to a holding call and a bunch of dead bods with their shirts off. Showing on ESPN now. They call it, I guess that's Boost, B-U-C-E, for the field goal attempt, and it is no good. So that holding penalty was huge. Huge. App State takes over after the commercial break. Yeah, KT, I don't know if that's a sport or not. I know, see, like softball, I think Meg could play softball. I really do. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Meg, have you ever played bowling is a sport? Yeah. Putt-putt ain't, though. Let's do remember that. Bowling is a sport. Putt-putt ain't. Hey, Misha, you see Jeff in here. Amber beat Jeff and I at putt-putt. And then Jeff, Misha, and her husband, Ozzy, beat us at putt-putt. So I got beat at putt-putt every way you could look at it when we were in Pigeon Forge. Yeah, KT. And that's the thing. Hurricane T2Y, that's the YouTube channel. Let's see what we can get with it. It shouldn't be copyrighted or anything, is it, Jeff? I mean, we'll see. Worst thing they can do is slap us on the hand. But yeah, sports, it keeps kids out of a lot of trouble. But my ankles is what I played a lot of football, but basketball, I played basketball just about year round. The only time I took off from basketball was to play football. The coaching is a lot better than both of them. Playing either sport, just coach. Hey, we all had a great time playing putt-putt. That's what counts, yeah. And that's the first time Amber's ever won putt-putt. App takes over on the 20-yard line. Bryce backs pass, incomplete. We're going to bring up 2nd and 10, 5:02, third quarter. And Jeff, let me try to find that one more time. Second 10. Bryce will pass complete to the tight end. That'll move the chains. First and 10. Give this to Peoples over the right side. Gain of 3 or 4. And it's not Peoples, it's Harrington. All right, Jeff, we'll give it a try. Now, as far as the chat goes, I can't help that. I don't know who's needing beer money. I can't help the chat, too. I thought. Yes, make sure that's Jeff and Tootsie. Pass across the middle. Complete. That pass it 1st and 10, 2:50, and the clock is ticking in the third quarter. Yeah, I hate it. Ooh, looks like Bryce. Oh, that's Peoples. Taken down for a loss. And I am trying to get back to this. People's out of bounds at about the 14, 13 yard line. Misha says, whoop, whoop, turnover, air ball. Got to injure that App State player. Yeah, we had a great trip to Pigeon Forge. That was a lot of fun. And again, we can't thank Misha and Ozzy enough for hooking us up. And man, they hooked us up. That was awesome. Finally got to meet Jeff. It's odd that Jeff don't live maybe an hour and a half away, but we have to go to Tennessee to meet. We tried when we were at Yogi Bear, but that's when I dropped my phone in the lake. Bryce on the keeper. Gets down inside the 10 to about the 6 yard line. Bring up 4th and 2, and I don't know. I think you have to take the points here. But then again, your defense, other than a holding penalty, I mean, App is going to line up and try for the field goal. Kicks up, and it is good. App State takes the lead, 24-21 with 29 seconds to go in the third quarter. Football. Misha says field goal, 24-6. Penn State over Auburn. And Jeff, there is no better scenery. I didn't want to say prettier, but there is no prettier place to watch a football game in the fall than where they're at right now. When those leaves start changing and that mountain there behind the stadium turns yellow and gold and red, and man, it's beautiful. Beautiful. I was wanting to run through some scores right quick, but they're not going to go on a commercial break. It looks like they're going to wind up the third quarter. They're going to finish it before we have a commercial break. But App State lines up for the kickoff. Kicks field at the 3 yard line. Runs it out past the 20, 30, 35, and looks like he steps out at the 38 or 39-yard line. Man, Troy, Trojans, KT, is no joke. They can return a kickoff. What's up, Kenny? Ford man. I was at Troy State University. It was Troy State University when I went. We won the national championship one year with a 56-yard field goal. Woohoo! Was it KT? Was it the FBS or FCS? Because the Sun Belt's full of teams that was, that played the Division II football, but moved up. Marshall, App State, Cats Kill My Camera. Oh, I'm gonna kill a cat. Second 10, 20 seconds. Swing past outside. Oh, my Lord. First down. And that may be the last play of the third quarter. But it's a little swing pass. In that situation there, you've got to have at least a linebacker stay at home. And that'll wrap up the third quarter, 21-24. Mountaineers over the Trojans of Troy. I don't trust cats. I don't need them, especially not this one. And I am receiving a phone call. It is the old lady, so I will have to get this one. Hello? Hey. About? Okie dokie. We're back. All right quickly, let's run through some scores right fast. And I say that and then my phone won't load. I hate technology. For real, come on. Still got nothing. So we're not going to go over scores right now. Kenny KT says it's under your shout out to this channel. Because I didn't know where else to put it. I got a split screen going now. All right, we're back in Boone. Start of the fourth quarter. Looks like Billingsley on the carry. And App State defense finally makes a stop. After a 1 yard game, bringing up second down and 9. We got rid of the chat, but I still don't know how to get rid of the comment on the screen. So Watson shotgun formation. Billingsley to the right. Now Billingsley goes in motion. And Watson just gets rid of it. Thought we was going to see another swing pass there. I mean, it works a good time before. Well, why not try it again? 3rd and 9. Big stop here for App. It's at the point of the game where you think that if they can come up with a stop, then momentum would be a big swing. Watson takes the snap, drop back pass across the middle. And did he catch that? That pass is caught. What a catch. Watson stood in the pocket. Give him credit, too. He knew he was going to get hit and delivers the pass. Watson takes the snap, empty backfield. Pass broken up, incomplete. That was a heck of a catch. Hats off. This time, Watson takes the snap. Quick release, and that's another first down. Catch made. Troy on their own 29-yard line. And here's where you start questioning yourself on if you're at by taking the field goal on 4th down instead of going for it. I mean, if your defense had showed any kind of life, then I think going for it would have not even been a question. Play action pass across the middle, pass caught. First down, Trojans. 12-yard line. .12:40 and the clock rolling. Rogers out wide. Watson shotgun formation. Beasley the long back. Hand off to Billingsley. And he's going to get maybe 1. He did get back to the line of scrimmage. No, they're going to give him 3. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7. Good game, but a lot better than I thought. Watson gets the snap. Pressure coming. Avoids the sack. Takes off running. Tripped up and brought down at about the 7-yard line. And Watson is slow to get up. He shakes the cobwebs from his head. Yeah, Jeff says I knew Troy was going to be tough. I did too, Jeff, but I thought that, the way App got up for Carolina and Texas A&M, I figured that they would be pumped. We have a stop in the play. Troy takes a timeout. While Troy takes a timeout, we will go look at scores. I've got them now. Only thing is I've got to refresh. And if my phone goes haywire again, I'm going to throw it at the cat. All right. With a little over 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, Tulane and Kansas State are tied 10-10. 7:01 to go in the fourth quarter. UNLV all over North Texas, 51-27. Oregon is all over BYU, 38-7, with 2:42 to go in the third. Ole Miss all over Georgia Tech, 22 seconds to go in the third, 35-0. Penn State, 24, Auburn 6, 7:04 to go in the third. And my phone won't scroll. Jeff says it's going to be another barn burner like Carolina's game. Yeah, you get the feeling like whoever's got the ball, whoever gets the last possession has a chance of winning. That's about the way I feel with it. This phone is a pile. All right, we're back to action in Boone. 3rd and 3. 10:59 to go in the game. Trojans of Troy on the 7-yard line and knocking on the door. Big third down here for App. Billingsley comes in late. Watson takes a snap, passes out to Billingsley in the flat, and he's going to get the first down. First down and goal. For Troy from about the 2-yard line. Looked like App State was having some personnel issues. But Troy takes the timeout. Boy, I'd have snapped it there. What's up, Spaceman? Yeah, I don't know what coach didn't see there that he didn't like. But I know App State was rushing to get an 11th man on the field. They were all out of sorts. And yet, the Trojans take a timeout. The remaining schedule for Troy is Marshall, September 24th, at Western Kentucky, then Southern Miss, Texas State, South Alabama, Louisiana, Army, ULM, and Arkansas State. Here we go. First and goal. Hands Billingsley. Touchdown to Roy. Oh, that ain't Billingsley. Who is that? And looks like we've got some confusion. A flag on the play. It's against App. They'll decline that, and the touchdown is good. Face mask. Spaceman, I'll send you a picture of the new schedule that's out. It's October 8th, or that weekend. Second weekend in October. Troy jumps back out in front. 28-24 with 10-10 to go in the fourth quarter. It's another shootout in Boone. All right, Jeff. Hey, thanks for dropping by. And we'll be looking for you tonight. You're gonna be with Vacation Station. What's up, Crystal? Welcome in. Spaceman says, I hope the game's not that weekend. That's my on-call weekend to work. Yep, around 8 p.m.-ish. Jeff, you taking Tootsie out with you? I know for sure Jeff will be with Vacation Station TV. Your virtual getaway. Well, Jeff, I hope State has a good game tonight. That'll be a dandy. I look forward to watching that one. No, not tonight. It's my night to shine. You be careful out there, bud. We'll be looking for you. And what in the world just happened? Oh, I'm looking back at last year. I was thinking, what in the world? Yeah, I look for tonight to be usually Saturday night of the fall rod run is the toughest and the roughest. And Misha says Penn State is now up 31-6 over the Auburn Tigers. Getting a little dicey. The kick was fair caught. Inside the 20, and that will bring it back out to the 25. Jeff says, I got the car plane last night too. Now, that one I haven't seen, I don't think. That needs to answer in a hurry. The give is to looks like Peoples off the give us to Peoples off the left side. Gain of nothing, lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down to 10, 9:40 remaining, and the clock is rolling. Bryce takes the snap. Hand off again. This time a better gain of about 4. They call it 5 and brings up third down and 5. A 6-seater slingshot. Dang. Cross takes snap, pass to the tight end down the middle. Still on his feet. Shedding tacklers, gets it across the 4, gets it across the 50, inside the 40. First down, Mountaineers. And that little tight end drag's been there. But they scored with the fullback in the first half. But don't know what it is about that delayed drag right across the middle. But, man, they ain't nobody home for Troy. This time it gives to Peoples. And he's going nowhere. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, bring up second down and 10. Yeah, Jeff, that's big for a slingshot. Under 8 to go. Bryce with the snap. Rolling out. Throws it just to get rid of it. And there was a receiver. Peoples was in the area, so there will be no intentional grounding. But it'll bring up third down and 10. Yeah, Paterno made Penn State. Joe Paul is the best, Misha says. He's good. Third and 10 for App State. Bryce takes the snap. Hands off to Harrington. And it looks like they're trying to play for 4 down. As he picks up 7, bring up a 4th down and 3, and App in no man's land. You know they're going to go for it. They're out of field goal range. But then that about too close to punt. Spaceman's in here saying bad words. The Spaceman, both the boys won their ball game today. 4th and 3, big 4th and 3 for App, and App's going to talk about it. App State says, hold up. Wait a minute. Let's talk this one over. But yeah, Spaceman, we was real late getting on because the game before ours ran over, and once they get behind Little League, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, horseshoes, once they get behind, man, it just gets worse all day. But Aiden's team won 26-6. Eli's team won 29-8. Eli didn't get to play too much in the second half. But hey, we'll take it. A win's a win. It's cats killing me. All right, Jeff, have a good one, bud. Oh. Yep, Bakersville is it is a unique little town. And the church that I'm filling in for, praying about, is in Bakersville. Baker's Vegas. All right, back to live action in Boone. 7:03 to go in the game. It is 4th and 3. App State trails the Trojans of Troy 28-24. Big. 4th down coming up for App. Bryce shotgun formation has Harrington. Single back behind him. The give is not to Harrington. He fakes to Harrington, gives out to the, looks like a fullback again. And that will move the chains. No, that was tight end. Pass to the tight end. Moves the sticks. And that comes up big. And what a play call. Almost everyone bid on giving it to Harrington. Bryce takes the snap. Play action. Toss outside. Still on his feet. That was a tough 5-yard gain, but give it to him. They're calling it 6. Going to bring up 2nd down and 4. 6 minutes to go in the game, and the clock is rolling. Bryce shotgun formation. Harrington to the right of him. Give this to Harrington. He's going to pick up another Mountaineer first down. Good hard run. That's the thing about App's backs. Harrington and Peoples both. They run hard. And if you're App, now you start talking about game management. You want to score, but you want to do it with as much time left on the clock because the Trojans' offense has moved the ball well. Give this to people off the right side. Peoples will gain about 3 yards and bring up 2nd down and 7. As we are under 5. Under 5 minutes to go. Second down and 7, ball rests on the 14-yard line of App State. Bryce takes a snap, 3-step drop, throw to the end zone, overthrows receiver, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. And that stops the clock. And you wonder why in the world they took a shot there. And that ball wasn't even close. Watson shotgun formation. Peoples along back. 3rd and 7. Bryce takes a snap. Give is to Peoples. Over the left side this time. And I think he got it. If he didn't, it's going to be close. 4th and 3. That's a bad spot. I was thinking maybe 4th and 1. That was a bad spot. Peoples gets up limping. A little shook up on the play. As Peoples heads out, you know Harrington's got to be the back they bring in. 4th and 3. Bryce shotgun formation. Tight end in motion. Harrington to the right. Step back, swing pass. He caught it, but he tripped up and fell, and that ain't Harrington either. And we'll get a name there. App has got a stable full of backs. Marshall with the reception, and he had nothing but green grass in front of him. Tripped up, went down at the 5-yard line. 3:25 left, and clock is rolling. 1st and goal, App State. Bryce takes a snap. Give this to Marshall this time. Right up the gut, and he is stood up. Maybe gained a yard. What's up, Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla? Hey, Jeff, welcome in. They give him a yard. Ball sets on the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. This time Bryce play action, and he's going to get sacked. Bring up 3rd and goal from about the 8-yard line. Boy turned 15 today. Happy birthday. Does that mean learner's permit? Bryce, shotgun formation. Play action. Pass to the pass complete. Going to bring up 4th down and goal. Ball sets on the 2-yard line. App with 2 timeouts left, you're looking, I would think I would run this clock down and use one of those timeouts right here because this is the game. Bryce goes under center. Snap, play action, pass to the middle, incomplete, and that's it. That's the ball game. The Trojans of Troy will take over on downs at They're at App's 2-yard line with 1 minute and 13 seconds to go. Do not know the thinking behind that. Still don't know why he didn't call timeout there. You got 2. Jeff wants to know how the Vols did today. I have not seen. I'm not sure that they excuse me. Not sure that they played today. We will look. Renee says, my eyes opened. Fell asleep. Just a nap. Oh, it's good that we can put you to sleep, Renee. If you find yourself restless, give us a holler and we'll tell you a football bedtime story. Jeff says they play at 7. Oh, that's good because my stupid phone won't update. Won't refresh. My sister lives in Akron. Dad is a diehard Vols fan. So Tennessee plays Akron tonight. Who won? Fairy Dust? Troy is going to beat Appalachian State. There's still a little over a minute left to go in the game, but it don't look good for App. Watson goes under center with the quarterback keeper, gets it across the 5-yard line, and now the only thing he's thinking is run clock run. App's going to burn a timeout at the 1:10 mark, and they can only stop this clock one more time. This loss for App is going to hurt a lot. You know, Troy is a conference team. So this is going to hurt in a conference race. And looking at Appalachian State's schedule, they got James Madison next, then Citadel, Texas State, Georgia State, Robert Morris, Coastal Carolina, that'll be a big game. Marshall, that'll be a big game. Old Dominion, Georgia Southern. Give this time is to Vital across the left-hand side. Pickup of about 1. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7, and App will use their final timeout. So going back to App's schedule, at Coastal Carolina, that's at Myrtle Beach, at Marshall, and at Georgia Southern. Those are 3 tough road games. Meg knows all about Georgia Southern. Meg, fill us in on the crowd starts to file out of Kid Brewer Stadium, and then a shock, to say the least. 3rd and 7 and 109 remaining. The give is to Vital again. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. Not give him 4. Bring up 4th and 2. And App will get the ball back. But you're looking at 15, 20 seconds left. 60-yard touchdown. Misha says for, I don't know if it's Penn State. Penn State's up 38-12 over the Auburn Tigers. 25 seconds. So App will get the ball back with no timeouts. Not a lot of time, but hey, if you watch the North Carolina and App game, you know that App does not need a lot of time to score. But a field goal won't do it. They're going to have to put it in the end zone. It looks like Troy's going to go for it. He stepped out of the end zone. They can go back and look at that. Troy takes a safety. That is the craziest thing ever, because now a field goal wins the game. What in the world? Yeah, he stepped out of the back of the end zone long before he went out. But what? Why not punt the ball? I don't know. They need to review that because he did step out of the back of the end zone. They'll put a couple more seconds back on the clock if they will review it. It don't look like they're going to. But it's going to be a free kick from a 20-yard line, which means he can kick it from a tee or kick it punt style. If App State gets a good return here, a field goal wins this game. Why would – I mean, I hope that outcome happens. I hope App wins the game, but I'm just dumb hillbilly. But why would you put points on the board and then give them the ball back when a field goal wouldn't have won it to begin with? He's not going to free kick it. He's going to kick it off of a tee from the 25. No, that's 20. Yep, 20. With 20 seconds remaining. It's a squib kick. App's going to field at about the 34-yard line. They're going to put some time back on the clock here. Showing 13 seconds remaining, but hold everything. I think one of the coaches from App State sideline is saying there's at least 6 seconds they need to put back on the board, on the clock. And they just put 2. 15 seconds to go. App with the ball right around midfield. There's definitely enough time to they could have ended it with an interception, but more than that, 4 seconds runs off the clock. 11 seconds remaining in the game. App needed about a 15-yard pickup there. Now they're going to have to go deep and then hope they can clock it. The clock does stop to move the chains. Bryce takes the snap, rolls out, passes across the middle, incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He just missed his receiver there. Robbins was the intended receiver. Seven seconds to go. Bryce takes the snap, throws, incomplete. And we're down to 2 seconds. They're going to have one shot. So the getting in field goal range is now out of the question. They're going to have to put this ball in the end zone. After you have a lot of highs, a letdown is not out of the question. That looks to me like what Atman had. Not taking nothing away from Troy. They played a heck of a game, but after you go on the road, College Station, beat Texas A&M, get College Game Day. Here goes the last play of the game. Hail Mary down to the end of the end zone. Oh, he's caught! He's caught! Touchdown App! You have got to be kidding me. Oh, my gosh. No way. No way. First of all, you got to make sure Bryce was not past the line of scrimmage. If he was not past the line of scrimmage, App State just won this game. Score shows Trojans of Troy 28, App State 32. Everyone in Boone has now stormed the field, but this play is under review, folks, and whoa, good Lord. Are you kidding me? This was a 2-second Hail Mary full of grace. Yeah, Jeff, you definitely called this one. He's well behind the line of scrimmage. That's a win. App State found a horseshoe somewhere. What an ending to the game. Oh, my Lord. And guys, literally everyone in Boone is on the turf at Kid Brewer. What an, I mean, wow. What else can you say to a play like that? Here I was fixing to give a condolence speech and how App beat Texas A&M, and then game day rolls into Boone and all the hype, and they pull it out. Oh, my Lord. There's Joseph. That was just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm scrambling right now. I don't have a roster in front of me. And I don't know who number 13 is that come up with the ball. The ball was batted. It looked by number 22. I'm trying to pull the roster up. Which, that fella there needs to put his shirt back on. Which, in those Hail Mary situations, that is what the offense is taught. They are taught not to try to catch the ball, but to try to tap the ball up so that someone else can catch it. And 22 was the one that tapped the ball, and 13 was the one that caught it. That is what you're taught to do. You're taught to tap it, and oh, my Lord. I don't. If you ever want to see a Hail Mary run to perfection, that's it. You just saw it. Wow.
Daniel did that. I'm running back. You see it?
That was awesome. That was crazy. And I thought that Carolina and App State game had a wild ending. That one there takes the cake. I forgot what I was doing there for a minute.
I sat in your bedroom. Next thing I hear is, oh my God!
Oh, did you not see it? No, you didn't. You was in there. This is crazy. What's up, Jay? Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know what do you say to what a win. I mean, that man. Like I said, the Hail Mary is not set up for the guy that touches it to catch it. You throw it into the group like that, and you want the guy that touches the ball first to tap it up, keep the ball alive, keep it in play. At the same time, the defenders, he's wanting to slap it down. But oh man. All right. I've got the roster and the young man with the excellent tap was Stroman, Dalton Stroman, with the tap that kept the ball alive And Christian Horn, number 13, was the one that caught it and scored the game-winning touchdown. I still don't know what to say. That is crazy. That is awesome. What an ending to the game. And, you know, if I hadn't been on live, I would have missed that one. Because, you know, you saw a lot of the App State fans filing out. They were calling it quits. And if I hadn't been live, I would have too. Because I wouldn't have wanted to sit and watch that epic failure that took place in Boone. But, man, now those people that are in the parking lot that's now getting word to the ending that they missed because they left early. And that's exactly it. Renee summed it up. I couldn't find words, but she did. And that's football. Oh, wow. Goodness. And you thought Boone was wild before the game when game day was there. Can you imagine what King Street's going to look like? I don't know if it's worthy of a duck pond jump. It might be. What is up, Will DeMore? He says King Street is wild right now. Welcome in. I can imagine. I can imagine. You'll have to let us know if you can do a duck pond jump. But that's worthy of a duck pond jump. I still don't know. That's just crazy. That's the craziest game I have seen. And, you know, this season's short. We're into the third weekend, fourth weekend. But that is the wildest ending to a game I have seen in a long time. That's Doug Flutie ending right there. Wow. Yeah, all right, guys. That was crazy. I'm usually not one to be speechless and have a lack of words, but what a game. Brene summed it up. That is football. That is awesome. That was worth the – I hate that I was late. Like I said, I had two that was playing football. We had a couple games run over, and I didn't get on here till right before half. But, man, what a game. What a win for App. Troy showed that they're going to be a team to be reckoned with in the Sun Belt this year. But 5 consecutive wins is what this one was today that the Mountaineers of Appalachian State have over the Trojans of Troy. Yep, that is correct, Misha. The ending is all that matters. And that was a wild one. It's going to be hard-pressed on the 17th of September, Saturday, September 17th. It's going to be hard-pressed to find another play that's going to outrank that one in ESPN's top 10. That had it all. That was a top 10 play for sure. All right, guys. Well, I'm ready to go lay down. Worked third shift last night. Had ball games with the boys. Little league football all day. And then just watched an ending to one of the greatest endings to a ball game that I've seen in a long time. Misha, thank you for keeping us updated on Penn State. Even though when I first come on, you had me believing that they were getting on the bus and leaving because the game was over with. Wrong. Yeah, I would say Penn State's probably got this one in the bag. But guys, thanks for coming by. We will be doing a Chewing the Fat tomorrow night. We've been the last 3 weeks. We hadn't done one. But, wow, what a game. But, yeah, we will be on here tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, with Chewing the Fat. Renee, thanks for coming by. And everybody's, I think Aiden's in here. Eli's outside. Amber's working. But hugs and love to you. Thanks for coming by. And thanks for summing it up. I couldn't find words, and you did. It's football. All right, guys. Everyone have a great Saturday evening. And we'll see you tomorrow night, 9 p.m. See you guys.